Hello, I'm Will from What Culture, and I'm here to talk to you about the movies yet to come out in 2018. What with incredibly big properties like Star Wars and 2 MCU movies out already, it's easy to forget that there's a lot of good stuff yet to come. So join me one and all as we take a trip on board the hype train. This is the 10 most anticipated movies still to come out in 2018. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. Number 10, First Man. Coming out on October 12th this year, First Man is a biographical space adventure film focused around Neil Armstrong's trip to the moon. It stars Ryan Gosling in the lead role and is directed by Damien Chazelle of Whiplash and La La Land fame. The focus is said to be on NASA's attempt to put a man on the moon and Neil Armstrong's own life between 1962 and 1969. Coming from Damien Chazelle, it'll be his first movie that isn't somehow related to jazz music, but with La La Land and Whiplash under his belt, I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Number 9, Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody is a biographical account of the life of Freddie Mercury, coming out October 24th this year. It's a musical film moving from the formation of Queen through to their 1985 Live Aid concert. The film first got a lot of attention for starring Sacha Baron Cohen in the leading role, however he's since walked to be replaced by Rami Malek of Mr. Robot fame. The hype for this one is real, with the trailer becoming the top trending video on YouTube for the week of its release. Number 8, The Predator. Shane Black is returning to the franchise after being carved up by the eponymous Yautja way back in the 1987 original. Shane Black is also known for Iron Man 3 and The Other Guys. He's the director of this film. The installment is set somewhere between Predator 2 and the latest installment in the franchise, Predators. The plot revolves around predators returning to Earth, having upgraded themselves with DNA from various other species, and they then begin to hunt. Although Arnie was initially in talks to return to the film, he is officially not going to be in this release. However, the cast still looks really strong, with Boyd Holbrook of Logan and Gone Girl fame taking up the lead role. Number 7, Mission Impossible Fallout. The 6th installment in the Mission Impossible series is coming out July 27th. Directed by Christopher McQuarrie, the first time anyone has directed more than one installment in the Mission Impossible series. McQuarrie is of course best known for Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, as well as the original screenplay writer for The Usual Suspects. Tom Cruise is of course back alongside Rebecca Ferguson and the ever-incredible Simon Pegg, and the plot of the movie revolves around a failed mission jeopardizing the fate of the entire world, causing Ethan Hunt to be on the run from assassins and allies as he attempts to save the world. It is a promise of the usual high-action intensity we've come to expect from the Mission Impossible franchise in the past 5 installments. I mean, it's Mission Impossible, right? We know what we're gonna get. It'll be good. Number 6, Halloween. Coming out October 19th, the new Halloween movie is going to retcon every Halloween film since the 1978 John Carpenter original. It's taking place in the modern day, 40 years to the night after the original film, with Jamie Lee Curtis reprising her role as Laurie Strode. David Gordon Green of Stronger, Undertow and Pineapple Express is attached to direct, with John Carpenter overseeing as an executive producer and also a composer for the film. With the recent critical golden geese of It and A Quiet Place proving just how successful horror can be at the box office, things are on track for the new Halloween film to recapture that magic that's been absent from the series since 1978. Number 5, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Coming out June 6, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the 5th installment in the Jurassic Park series and the 2nd installment in the Jurassic World trilogy. The film takes place 3 years after the collapse of the Jurassic World theme park, with Chris Pratt's Owen Brady returning on a rescue mission to save the dinosaurs who are threatened by a volcanic eruption. He is betrayed, however, and it's revealed that the dinosaurs are actually being auctioned off alongside the newly created Indoraptor, who will inevitably escape and, eat people. Aside from all the key players like Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard returning, we'll also see a cameo of Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. And once again, Steven Spielberg will be returning as the film's executive producer. Number 4, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp is the second installment in the Ant-Man franchise and the first MCU film to come out since Avengers Infinity War. It's actually set between Civil War and Infinity War, but is expected to deal with some of the issues Infinity War raised. The plot deals with Scott Lang's house arrest as a consequence of his actions in Civil War, as well as his difficulty balancing his life as a superhero and a father, the introduction of Wasp, and a new threat in the form of Ghost. Aside from the introduction of Wasp, the film is also set to explore dark secrets from both Hope Van Dyne's and Hank Pym's past. Plus, the MCU really haven't missed a beat in a while now. Ant-Man and the Wasp is shaping up to be the perfect light-hearted palate cleanser after the devastating Avengers Infinity War. Number 3. Venom. Coming out October 5th, Venom is a standalone movie focusing on the Venom symbiote, starring Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. It is the first film in Sony's Marvel universe, which is different to the MCU. It shares a universe with Spider-Man Homecoming, but not the other movies, so it is possible that Tom Holland will appear in the film, and he has in fact been seen on set. So we might see Peter Parker, we might even see Spider-Man, but there will be no Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, any of that. Just potentially Spider-Man. Directed by Ruben Fleischer of Zombieland fame, the film seems to be taking a more psychological examination of the Brock-Venom relationship, which hasn't been done on the big screen before. Here's hoping they do a better job than Spider-Man 3. Number 2. The Incredibles 2. A sequel to the 2004 action animated comedy The Incredibles, written and directed once again by Brad Bird, will be hitting cinema screens on June 15th, 2018. It picks up directly after the previous film, with the Underminer set to make an appearance as one of the villains. The plot will revolve around Helen Elastigirl Parr spearheading the return of the Supers, while Bob, Mr. Incredible Parr, is left to deal with the family side of things and Jack developing his powers. All the old cast are back, with the exception of Huck Milner replacing Spencer Fox as Dash. Brad Bird has said he's aiming to differentiate the film from the tidal wave of superhero movies that have come out since the first Incredibles. This means it's going to be a primarily family-orientated look at the superhero genre, which is part of what made the first film so great. Number 1. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Coming out November 16th, The Crimes of Grindelwald is the next installment in the Potterverse and a sequel to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Directed by David Yates, who handled the previous 5 installments in the Potterverse franchise, J.K. Rowling's returning to write the script, and it stars Eddie Redmayne once again as Newt Scamander. The big additions are Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore and Johnny Depp as Gellert Grindelwald. The plot revolves around Grindelwald's escape from custody and attempt to initiate pure-blood wizarding rule over all non-magical creatures. J.K. Rowling has stated that the film will explore new areas of the wizarding world we've never seen before, meaning new characters, locations, and of course, a return to Hogwarts. And there you have it, folks, 10 hugely anticipated movies yet to come out in 2018. Don't forget to drop a comment with your own thoughts below, and like, share, subscribe to whatculture.com for daily news and articles. I'm Will for What Culture, and thanks for watching.